What I really enjoy about making photos with film is that there are so many variables, there are so many things that can go wrong that you don't really know what you will get until the very end. Also, the editing process is quite limited, so you can only choose whatever you want to take a picture of and hope for the best. You can see how much preparation and thought goes into taking one single picture, and still I won't know how it comes until in about a week. This. This is sort of my safe space in a way, because this is the space where I feel that I can just dive as much as I can in the music, whether it's listening to it or trying to play it or studying it here or discovering new things. It doesn't matter, and often I am, mixing all of them at the same time. It's an exciting process, it's an exciting thing to do, a very nice place for me, a very important place. That's a little drawing of the Aztec calendar. It's very important to have something which reminds me of where I come from, and right there also you can see a small picture of my family when they were here a couple years ago, the last time they visited Vienna. For some people, it has come a bit as a surprise that I'm from Mexico, that I'm Latin American, because normally what people might expect from someone from Latin America is a very explosive and loud personality. And I think I would describe myself more as the calm person that prefers to observe and feel the room. It took me some time to accept, first of all, the way I am, and then to also realize that the more true to ourselves that we are, the stronger impact it has than to the outside. It doesn't matter if it's black or white, it's just how genuine it is in a way. This is actually the only market in Vienna where I have found Mexican mangoes. But it's winter, I cannot see them. I cannot find them. I come from a musician's family. Both my parents are opera singers, and I always had music at home. But I was never forced into it. It was just out of my own curiosity that I started sitting on the piano and trying to play some chords. And it eventually developed to wanting to study music deeply. But I think what we learn at universities or conservatories and having a perfect technique at an instrument, or perfect intonation, or perfect articulation, or all that, it's of course extremely important to music. But in essence, everything comes back to me to be curious about music and about everything that surrounds us. For example, this, I have no idea what it was when I got it. I just thought it might be interesting. And they are songs of the 13th century. I think from France mostly. Yes, French songs, 13th century.
This is our house espresso, and the Valladares is a lot more.
A good cup of coffee needs good coffee. So we just went to get some fresh coffee from the roastery, and we'll see how it goes. It's a lot of effort, but then I think it's worth it. I enjoy doing things myself with my hands, and taking time also. You just have to follow the same steps every day. And every day will be a tiny bit different than the day before. It doesn't really matter if it's music or if it's photography, nature, coffee, really whatever, everything feeds our souls and our spirits and our minds. And eventually everything connects with each other and everything translates to what we do. And I think that is very important to keep as a person, not only as an artist. In my opinion, one of the most important things and most valuable things is when you show the most human thing, which is vulnerability. And for me to be able to feel it in the music, you first have to feel it yourself. And that's a very scary thought, to be vulnerable in such a position where you actually also have to lead in a way and take decisions and take those people with you. But I think the most important thing is to connect with people and to be able to make that music together and to connect with all these people that we don't know, with especially the audience. And we connect in such an intimate and fundamental way. I think it's quite a magical thing. And for me, it also has some sort of spiritual aspect to it, because if you really think about it, nowadays there are not many situations, at least in Western culture, many situations where so many people gather in one place and are in silence for 2 hours. That's something that we are really not used to it. With social media and with all this technology and everything being so fast and quick, and the concert halls are sort of a sacred space where people in a way gather and just stay in silence, sitting next to completely unknown people and just experience energy or whatever is happening in front of them. Mouse, conducted by Carlos Kleiber. And this is one of my favorite pieces of music. And I think Bruno Walter is the closest one can get to try to know how Mahler used to play and conduct his own music. The magical thing about music is what precisely cannot be said in words and cannot be then sold in a way. So it's something that you just, when you are there, you feel, and that's it. You can attempt to describe it later to your friends, but the experience that you take is yours, and only you know what you experience. And it's something that you carry with you the rest of your life. Come. Look. Come. Yes, come here. Sit. Her name is Thais. We got her from a shelter. So she's a very scared creature, but she's been getting better with time, and she's very loving and very tender. And for me, a very essential thing is, and that's probably why I like so varied things, or why I invest time in different things, is because very important for me is to keep being curious about things and to keep asking questions. We live in a society where we need answers, we need order to work, but I think especially if you work in a creative environment, the answers are not really that important, and much more important is to keep coming up with questions and to answer those questions with other questions, and to inspire people to question themselves as well.